So welcome back. I'm IBK with TCLN. And as you know, I love to educate to elevate, as I told you earlier. So let's jump right into this and see if we can go from situations to solutions right here in America. Now, let's get to SNAP. Now, you know, I've been on SNAP. So I know about the snappity program. Now, let's get to it. Should sugary drinks be banned from food stamps? I'm saying it clear because that's what SNAP is. Food stamps. The U.S. Health Secretary RFK Jr. thinks so, and he's calling all 50 states to act now. And let's break down what that really means, okay? And what he's really saying with your tax dollars and public health. Now, on June 10th, RFK Jr. made some waves, and he was urging governors across the country to ban sugary drinks, right? We need to ban this all the way from Arkansas, Idaho, Utah, to cut sodas and candy. Now, how many people know that all this diabetic stuff they talk about, that the majority of people, I wouldn't say all, because I don't have the statistics before me, so I'm not going to quote nothing wrong, but we grew up seeing it. Big mamas, all kinds of people, you know, they will be suffering in the bodies, right? Because of a lot of sugar, a lot of things that and we grow up as kids with it. Cotton candy, ice cream trucks, you know, all that stuff. All you had to do was take the cash to the ice cream trucks. Some of the ice cream trucks would accept food stamps back then, you know. I don't know if they supposed to be in, but undercover they would, you know, in exchange for a little something, something. But let's talk about why this is important. Arkansas so far has banned soda and low juice fruit drinks, diet sodas, and candy. Idaho removed soda and candy. Utah said goodbye to soft drinks entirely. And they're not alone. Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska are on board also in discussions with this work. Now, this is for the SNAP program. So for sure somebody come around and say, now you got us messed up. We still drink our Coca-Cola. Well, we're talking about the SNAP program. Now, why does this matter? Why is this important? According to RFK, taxpayer dollars should never bankroll products that fuel chronic disease epidemic. He praised the governors for stepping up and putting health first. Now, is it all about health? I don't know, because I feel like this. They got to crack down on a lot of other stuff, not just sugary sodas, not just candy. They also need to crack down on the food supply in general and all of the poisons and all of the junk that's being put in that food supply. But is this a good start? It's an excellent start. Now, should you see me eating a little piece of candy, don't get mad at me, because I struggle with it like everybody else, and I'm honest with you. But is it a start? It's a very good start, because that's going to start adjusting some things. You know what I'm saying? The parents won't be able to go and buy big cases of sodas, and keep feeding the kids with this. And then the kids continually getting sick and getting ill. They're going to have to buy juices that are predominantly juice more than it is the sugar. You understand what I'm saying? The non-juices with the sugar. So it's a start, guys. It's a start. It may not be the be all and the end all, but it's a start, and it's an adjustment, and it's a wake-up call in America. And I wouldn't just say it's for the SNAP program. It should just be for your income in general. And for everybody who always hollering, we pay taxes on. We tired of paying these taxes for welfare, folks. They be tripping me out when they say that, y'all. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Okay. But anyway, it is helpful to taxpayers, though, if everybody start taking care of their health better. We all struggle. Some people are addicted to Coke. Some people are, and when I say Coke, I mean Coca-Cola. Some people are addicted to cigarettes. Some people struggling with chocolate. Some people love chips. We all got something we struggling with when it comes to a food. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of those pieces of food that we tend to overload on. You know how it go. Some people love chicken. Like they can't put chicken down. They eat chicken every day of the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So everybody has that spiritual struggle that they're dealing with. But when the government steps in and say, hey, we're going to handle it this way, please do not look at it as a negative. Sometimes look at things as a positive. You may not think it's helpful, but in the long run, it could be helpful. If you say, hey, if you look at it and stop and say, hey, this is a positive, this is an opportunity to adjust what we're feeding the kids, what we're feeding the families. And also don't just look at it from sugary drinks and all of that. Look at the food supply in the whole, which is what they're trying to do. And whether you want to say, let's make America great again, or you want the tagline, trust that we can believe in, or hope that we can believe in. Both of them are beautiful taglines, but they're both beautiful when we're taking beautiful action, right? So again, if I were you guys, don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a positive. You still may struggle with some stuff. We've been doing it for so many years. So it ain't like you break things overnight, right? You only break things overnight like when you get tired, like when you tired, or you be done fell out because you done went to the doctor and it scared you. You be like, nah, I ain't doing that no more. I threw all my sodas out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but for the most people, they struggle. And it takes time to wean from those types of things, to wean your body, wean your mind, especially when you've been doing something for so many years. I mean, just so many years, guys. So take that into consideration, but also look at it as a positive. Again, RFK, I'm going to wrap it up with the facts. RFK calls for the nationwide reform. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. urges the U.S. governors to ban sugary drinks from SNAP benefits. June 10th, USDA statement. His remarks came from a USDA event where the Secretary of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, signed the new SNAP waivers. Now, do everybody necessarily agree with this? There's opposition. There's some opposition. The American Beverage Association, those who be making the monies, ABA, condemned the bans and accusing Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Secretary Rollins of playing food police. Girl, they need to quit. But anyway, I'm going to leave y'all on there. Y'all got y'all opinions. Y'all got y'all commentary too. Leave it in the comments below. Have fun, guys. Be respectful, but have fun. You are entitled to your opinion. TCLN is not here to teach you what to think. I'm going to give you what I think. But at the end of the day, you are entitled to you and what's yours. You understand that? I'm not here to say, oh, you so wrong, That's not my job, baby. My job is to give you the facts and the commentary. Okay? Hi, I'm ABK. I hope that you are enjoying today's broadcast, but I wanted to stop and say something to you. Many of you are small business owners or nonprofit owners, and you have such a great message. The problem is that you have a hard time articulating it. You have a hard time understanding what you are really trying to say, why you are really trying to say it, and how to get that out to your customers and to your clients, to the people that you serve. Well, guess what? I love to brand. I love to take the ideas, those wonderful, beautiful things that are inside your mind, and I love to craft and put it all together in script so that you can really understand who you are. But I don't just script it for you. I sit down with you and really get in tune with who you are, what you do, why you do it. But most of all, even all those fanciful things that you think that no one cares about, that's really, really special. It's like putting that icing on the cake, and it helps you stand out amongst all the other cakes on the market. I love doing that. Branding is not just about colors and design and this and that. Branding is about the core of who you are and what you are really, really trying to communicate, not just to your customers, your clients, but just to the world. It's your imprint upon the world. It's who you are. So if you're ready to go beyond Chat GPT, known as AI, and you're really ready to get the core message of who you are out into the world, let's get that done. Go ahead and get in touch with me, and let's see how we can take you from the person you really are and the beauty you really are to that true shining star. Let's go, guys. Ah, you made it to the end. Blessings, blessings, blessings. I am so glad that you stayed to the end. Also, I hope with all of my heart that you were able to be inspired and you were informed, that you found something out of today's broadcast that resonated with you and that you can take within your life and within your journey. With that being said, do not forget to support at my GoFundMe. Also, check out my bookstore at Preeminent Good Books Publishing. In demand leadership is a concept that I came up with because, after all, I don't care where you are in this world, what you do. The aim is to make sure we're getting better, brighter, and bolder. We do that through lifting one another out of systemic, social, and spiritual issues that affect us daily. Thank you so much. And as my favorite childhood reporter would say, courage, my friends, courage. Until next time, bye, you guys.